Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to learn about how to stretch your legs. Of course, there's many ways to stretch the legs, but this is a stretch that really goes deep. It stretches the legs, the hip flexors, and it's good for your back. If you've got lower back issues, tightness in the lower back, this can help because the legs, of course, and the back are really connected. This can help to relieve that tension. And it's good if you don't start cold in this pose. This is actually a good pose to do at night, like after you've been, walking around all day or moving around, and just stretch out before bed. Otherwise, if the body's cold, I suggest warming up a little bit with some sun salutes or just a gentle warm up. All right, so you're gonna lie down on your back, and we're gonna start with the right leg first. And just do a little stretch with the knee bent. Wrap your hands around your shin. Hug that leg in. Hold it in tight against your abdomen. Take a few deep breaths. And then you can pick up your strap. And you want to put the strap right around the ball of the foot. So that wide part of the foot below the toes. And then extend your leg out and hold one end of the strap in each hand. Anchor your upper arms into the floor. The opposite foot we want to flex and press the leg down. So we're going to press into the heel of that right foot. And then press into the back of the calf and the back of the thigh. And try to make your knee as straight as possible. Think of the back of the knee like an eye that's opening. Open that eye completely. Now, if you're really tight in your leg, you might be here. That's fine, okay? It's better to have the leg straight because then we're really accessing all the muscles. Okay, so we're just going to continue to hold and breathe deep. And notice the middle of the muscle, the middle of the calf, the middle of the thigh. You want to let those areas soften. We tend to put more pressure on the joints with stretches, but think about the middle of the muscle, so we're building flexibility there. Breathe deeply, and maybe when you breathe out, your foot, it comes a little closer to your head, and you're releasing a little more tension. And this is a pose that you could hold for a very long time, but we're going to move on. There's 3 parts to this stretch. So that was part 1. Part 2, we're just going to hold this strap with the right hand. I'm going to take my left hand and put it on my left hip to remind me that my left hip needs to stay stable. I'm just going to take that straight right leg and drop it over to the right. So resist. This left hip is going to want to come up. Keep it down. And now we're stretching the leg on 2 sides. So the back of the leg stays stretched. You keep lengthening the back of the leg. And we're also stretching the inside of the leg. And you want to keep the leg as high as it will go and then straight over to the side. In other words, not bringing it closer to your feet, but rather closer to your head. And continue holding and just letting it go towards the floor when you feel release. And again, this pose you could hold for a long time. You could get a really deep stretch with that. Notice your breath. You want to keep the deep breathing, rhythmic breathing. We're going to do the 3rd part of the stretch. So you just take your leg up. Put your strap in your opposite hand. So right hand now goes by your side. We're going to keep the back of the leg straight and take it all the way over. And your right hip can come up, but you want to keep your right shoulder down. So it's like a twist. And if you can't keep your right shoulder completely on the mat, just keep it as close as you can to the mat. So don't roll to your side, but keep this twist. And again, doing that deep breathing, letting go wherever it's tight. And we'll come up and we'll do the other side. So just putting the strap around the left foot. And hold the strap in each hand. Press into the back of your leg. Press into your heel. Keeping that leg lengthened. Keeping it straight. Think about that eye opening on the back of the knee. And when you exhale, your foot is coming closer to your head. the strap in the left hand, right hand on the right hip. Keeping your foot as close to your head as you can. We'll take the leg over to the left. Keep letting it soften in the center of the muscle. Center of the calf, center of the thigh, and now the inside of the leg. You'll notice as well, stretching. Keep that right hip on the mat. Flex your right foot and press the right leg down to really oppose the stretch so you can have a deep, deep stretch in the hip flexors. And we'll do part 3. So take the leg up and put your strap into your right hand. Left hand by your side. We're going to take the leg over to the right and keep the left shoulder on the mat. Let your left hip roll up, but keep your left shoulder down. You can extend the arm to anchor down a little bit better. And you can turn your head and look towards your left hand, or you can look up. You can look to your right, whatever feels best you can do with the head. But keep the back of that leg straight. Keep pressing into the heel. Let your body twist. And we'll come back up. And take your strap off your foot. And just lie down and relax. All right, so that is it's called the big toe stretch. Great stretch for the legs. Namaste.